What it do, homies? It's your boy Dave, and I'm back today. We back with some new Divide. This time we checking out this Naruto song, Fire Within. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. I say this all the time about this logo. It's definitely the type of stuff you hear like a IMAX theater. It's need a little bit more bass, like that'd be nice.
I've been wandering in my mind lately.
Okay.
I've been looking for a place to rest my head, for the road that lies ahead. Always fighting for the ones beside me. You could try it, but her heart's so far from dead. You will believe it.
Every time that Divide is releasing this, the music, and I know he kind of like does rock ballads or rock stuff, I can hear the influences. Sometimes like the beginning of this almost kind of sounded like something I would hear from the band Rise Against, right? I'm not really too sure why, right? But the intro definitely kind of sounded like early 2000s, right? And then there goes his vocal performance, right? How he kind of gave us that little smooth ending, but then the second time he added a little bit more grit to it. That lead sound that he had going on, that kind of sounded like it was a synthesizer, like a piano or something. Not really sure what was going on, but it almost kind of had like hints of the type of tones that I would hear in like power metal, right? And this could very well be power metal, but it's almost kind of sounding like that early 2000s rock, but heavier. You know what I mean? Especially when you hear those chords in the background. Hey.
I look at fear in the eye, yes, we met before. Staring every lie, someone's at the door. You keep walking the line, I stuck to the floor. Nothing wrong in my mind, I've always wanted more. I've been walking on coals high for my whole life. Gotten better to bruise just to get it right.
Hey.
Climbing every hilltop through pain and strife. But when my summit is reached, I'll be out of sight. And I'll keep holding on, building the life that I've been dreaming. Holding on, carrying my heart to the end. And then I see who was wrong. Will I reach the heights I'm scaling? I'll rise above, sowing the fire within.
This is hard. So it's getting, here's another evolution in nerdcore, something that I've been kind of noticing, and it's becoming incredibly more noticeable, especially in Divide's and Fable's work, is that this music is I feel like it's always been this way, but more so recently, is that it's able to kind of stand on its own, right? Because he could have titled this anything. I mean, not titled it anything. Like obviously it's a Naruto song, but one thing that I'm noticing is that they're starting the songs are more starting to sound like it's more inspired by, right? Instead of just retelling the story, right? The something that we've already heard, right? You just kind of taking the overall like general message and then conveying it to like real life events, because you can look at these lyrics and everything and you can, apply them to real life, right? It's not always so heavily anime influenced. Like heavily, you know what I mean? It just sounds like it's just your standard song, right? And if you showed this to somebody and they listen to it, I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think as I'm listening to this, did he comes to be paying attention to music? Did he give us like strong Naruto references, right? Like you saying that you're, from the Hidden Leaf Village, right? To throwing up signs to cast a chakra, or not cast a chakra, but you know what I mean? Like those type of stuff. I'm not hearing much of that. I'm hearing like just full-fledged anything kind of music that's just applied to any type of not general aspect. There's obviously a concept here, but I think you guys get what I'm saying, though, right? I love this hook.
Stay imprisoned by short-sighted heartless disposition's been walking you for far too long.
Run that back.
Prison by short-sighted vision, your heartless disposition's been walking you for far too long. When you listen, you look for acquisitions, don't care for inhibitions. The difference between right and wrong. No.
I like that. The difference must be right and wrong. At the end of the day, it's kind of like that moral compass right there. See, this is what I'm talking about. Stuff like this, where if you know the anime, you're going to get it, right? But even if you don't know the anime, it's still going to hit you different. I like that. I like people who could blur those lines right there.
When you look for acquisitions, don't care for inhibitions. The difference between right and wrong. No apologies given, I'm gonna send a mine. High stories are driven, no more than empty lies. Flow of poison has risen above your eyes and ties. You can never see further than what's inside your eyes. And I keep holding on, building the life that I've been dreaming. Holding on, carrying my heart to the end. And they'll see who was wrong, will I reach the heights I'm scaling, or rise above, storing the fire within, storing the fire within, storing the fire within, storing the fire within,
We were showing that the pieced up combos, the vocals going crazy.
storing the fire within.
Oh, and a fire within. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. The fire that's within, and not the fire without, but within. Because when you take the fire within and you within the fire gets stoked because it's within and not out then. Yeah. Hey, this is awesome. So, man, he said every song that I'm listening to, it's very interesting, because I produce music. I guess I'm still an amateur producer. But when I kind of put myself into those shoes of a producer, I find these issues that I start running into, especially when it comes to mixing and mastering. I try to get my stuff to sound so clean, but yet I still have like dynamics that are just way out of control. So when I think of mastering, the type of stuff that I hear in Divide's music, everything just sounds so crisp, right? Where you still get that sense of things peeking out, but for the most part, the dynamics are controlled. That's one thing I'm noticing when I'm listening to Divide's music. It's really good. I believe he mastered this, right? I don't know if he went through a third party song master. Okay, Justin's been mastering. I think Justin's been mastering stuff. He's been mastering a bunch of people's stuff. His mastering ability is absolutely amazing. I mean, the mix has to be right first before the mastering can shine. So I ain't taking away anything from Divide, but the mastering on this is wonderful, right? You can really hear that professionalism in that mastering. But anyways, great stuff, Divide. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed the content, leave a like and subscribe. Dave's out.